gotta search for me. Few entrees, but all of y'all deserve to me. Can't get it first, cause you ain't even worth the fee. Worst nightmare, I bet it ain't worse than me. The last to know, will always be the first to see. Cause my niggas will put you in the earth for free. Promote your merch, put you on a shirt for free. Work the booth, before I used to work the keys. Switch the pills, and I had to work the trees. As far as the bars, niggas know I'm Hercules. Everybody get it, it ain't never hurt to squeeze. I like to rock fly jewelry and purchase weed. As soon as my pupils dilate, I annihilate. I ain't the type to wait around for you to violate. Nah, that's why the streets still love me. I medicate your mouth so you don't speak ill of me. Feel like obeying your church.
Wait, hold up. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. 38 Spesh. Somebody send me that Big Daddy Kane instrumental, please. See, this is ducking. You ducking. Because not only is the beat on Big Daddy Kane's Instagram page, it's also on YouTube. 38 Spesh. Now, you the one ducking. Now, for those who may think I'm lying and just saying anything, the beat is on YouTube, man. I'll play this shit right now because I found it with no problem. Let me play this shit right now because 38 Spesh is ducking. Let me play this. I know my ears ain't just hearing anything. Hold up. That's the beat right there. It's on YouTube. Spesh, go get the beat yourself. It's on YouTube. Stop ducking. Stop ducking. It only gets dirtier. Shit is deplorable.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I cover hip hop, and I'm a Jada Kiss fan. Not necessarily a 38 Spesh fan. I've heard a few of his tracks. I'm not gonna say I'm not impressed, but I think that period of hip hop for me, like I'll listen to it here and there. I don't know if it's because I'm in my 40s that I don't know. The street shit don't intrigue me like it once did. And let me take that back. It's really never intrigued me because I had a front row seat to the shit. Like, I'm from the community. I dabbled in doing dirt. You know what I'm saying? I've never listened to street shit for like entertainment. I listened to it for analytics, right? Analyzing the shit, assessing it, seeing if it's authentic. Does it meet the criterias? Back in the days, a lot of it actually resonated with me because I either did the shit, knew people that did the shit, or was in them streets. So for black folks is necessarily like a theme music, right? I remember sitting at the coffee table with 1.25s, sacking up dimes, and you know what I'm saying, tray bags and 7s, 3.5s. Right? I remember sitting there with the sticky, you know what I'm saying, fingers sticky as a motherfucker, got residue all on because I'm sacking up weed, listening to some Mobb Deep or some Tupac or Benny Siegel, you know, even some DMX. Let's not get it fucked up. Rough Riders was my shit, but it was more like theme music for us, not necessarily entertainment shit. Most street niggas that I know, like niggas that actually went hard body karate, niggas that sold pills, crack, lean, coke, heroin, like you ask a lot of them niggas, like, and then we talking about like niggas that's now like 45, 46, 47, 48. My brother-in-law will tell you he used to go out of town to Fostoria to hustle. He didn't listen to a lot of rap music. I tell him about shit that came out in 98, 99. He's like, yo, I never listened to that shit. I was in them streets. I ain't got time to be listening to like music. A lot of street niggas, honestly speaking, older street niggas wasn't really music or hip hop aficionados. I remember growing up when I was like 13, 14, a lot of street niggas and gangbangers thought that, like, I know a lot of niggas now ain't gonna really, like, they don't really the concept of this is like elusive to them. They don't realize that a lot of street niggas thought rappers were corny. I remember 95, 94, 96. A lot of street niggas and gangbangers thought that rappers were fake. They were corny. It wasn't cool necessarily to be a rapper. Now, every now and again, it was a nigga that came out that was super dope, had dope ass tracks. I think street niggas didn't really like resonate with rappers until about 98, 99. Most niggas like in the early 90s, 94, 95, 96, that was in the streets. They didn't have time to listen to music. There wasn't social media. And unless a nigga was like a confirmed street nigga, they thought they was perpetrators. You know what I'm saying? They really thought they were actors, people like posing. And to a degree, I won't say they were posers, but a lot of rappers weren't street niggas, right? They were interpreters. They were narrators. They told you about the shit that happened in the streets. Maybe they knew a nigga, maybe they knew a chick that was in it doing dirt. But for the most part, they weren't the characters actually in the streets doing dirt. At least not when they were rapping. And they might have dabbled, right? Like Nori had a street jacket before he did the street CNN, what is the War Report? DMX was a street nigga. The Locks confirmed street niggas. Jay-Z was a street dude, right? But for the most part, like a lot of rappers, Mobb Deep wasn't. Chino XL wasn't. Big Pun was. Fat Joe, with all his fucking lies, he probably wasn't. Big Pun was. Who else? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Eazy-E was a street dude. The dudes that rapped on Ruthless Records with him was street dudes. Hell, Bone Thugs and Harmony was street teenagers, but they grew up in hip-hop. So as like young men, they weren't really street niggas after the age of 22 or 23, right? They were street kids, right? Who else? Eve wasn't necessarily a street chick. She was a stripper. Lil' Kim was a booster. She ain't never bust her gun. Foxy Brown was like 15 when she came in the game. She wasn't nothing but like a booster slash probably a prostitute. But for the most part, I mean, Beans was a street nigga. All the state property niggas was street niggas. Cameron used to play basketball in college till he hurt his leg and started to do rap full time. Now him and Jim Jones claimed they was, you know what I'm saying, selling a pack here, dabbling, selling dope. But for the most part, they weren't hardcore street niggas. Big L was. Children of the Corn was. Mace wasn't. Diddy's not a street nigga. Biggie was a street kid until he got signed, and then he stopped being in the streets. I think T.I. was a teenager selling dope until he was about 20, till he got his record contract. But for the most part, most rappers in the 90s and early 2000s wasn't really hardcore street niggas. They were narrators. But getting back on topic, y'all seen before I rolled the video of that commentator talking about how 38 Spesh is ducking Jadakiss, as he should. Now, I don't know if Jadakiss was aiming those bars at him, and before I played that, y'all seen Jadakiss spit them bars. Maybe he was just having fun, right? But he trying to dish Jadakiss. I don't know why the fuck he wouldn't want to do that. Me personally, I think 38 Spesh is cool. I think Conway is cool. I think if I'm not mistaken, all them niggas is from up north New York. Benny the Butcher's cool. I'm just not, I don't know, maybe like I said, I think that time is actually past for me. But it looked like he ducking him, because I found the track with Jadakiss rapping over Big Daddy Kane. Like my man said, the track is actually on YouTube, so you can listen to it. Hell, even if still, you could sample it from Jadakiss freestyle and then rap over it. I'm pretty sure Big Daddy Kane has the instrumental, like he said, on YouTube. It's all over Instagram, so this nigga's ducking. He don't want no smoke, as he shouldn't. Now, I know a lot of people say top 5. There was mentioned Nas and Jay-Z, and then whoever else they fucking like. Let's not get it fucked up. Like, Jadakiss is not a superior rapper. Like, I like Jay-Z. I think he's the Michael Jordan of rap. I think Nas is a dope ass rapper, right? Probably top tier, more so than Jay-Z. But let's not get it fucked up. Like, Jadakiss is something to be trifled with. I think if I had to do top 5 and actually had to, like, actually no, let me take that back. I wasn't even gonna do that. My top 5 is Jay-Z, Nas, Redman, DMX, and Big Pun. Honorable mention is Jadakiss, right? You can switch him out and Big Pun be honorable 6 man. So yeah, let's not get it fucked up. Like, Jadakiss don't have bars, right? Kiss the Game, Goodbye was a classic. Kiss of Death was classic. All his freestyle mixtapes, every record with the Locks, the Trinity album, the We Are the Streets, shits is classic. So I think this nigga's ducking him. I don't think he really want that smoke. He just trying to, like my man said, he trying to kick the hubbub, like, yo, somebody shut the fuck up. You don't want that. You know Jadakiss gonna give you that action, nigga, as he should. In any event, I know this is kind of like brief. I had to speak on it because, like I said, I cover hip hop and I'm a Jadakiss fan. So yeah, if this nigga's ducking, he need to catch the fade. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, get on the track, spit something. I think I've heard a few things from 38 Spesh. I haven't really investigated them, like I said, because I'm not really, I don't know, that time of listening to hardcore rap, this doesn't enthrall me anymore. Maybe he is dope, and I'll probably have to give it a listen. I think the allure of street rap music wore off on me when I was like, I say like 30, 34. I remember my man's actually like hit me up like, yo, you hear this track with Fab and da 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 da, and you hear this track with Beans, and I had to tell him, bro, I kind of don't listen to that shit. I think I started listening to jazz music mid-30s. Every now and again when I do listen to rap, it's always classic shit. I always listen to Tupac, DMX, Jay-Z, Nas. Those are my go-to for artists. And every now and again I'll throw some Bone Thugs and Harmony on, some classic Ice Cube, Eazy-E. But for the most part, like, I just, that time for me, I don't know if it's past. Like I said, I'm just not too enthralled on it. I can't really, I don't do shit like that. I don't sell drugs no more. I don't try to pimp chicks. Like, I ain't robbed nobody in 22 years. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I do filmmaking, so to draw inspiration, I might listen to some 70s music or some 80s music, but not necessarily no hip hop shit. I do film. I haven't even really been like motivated to want to do like a street movie because I don't know, it's never enthralled me. You know what I'm saying? Plus, with the shit that goes along with the streets, I think for the most part, why I don't is because the shit that goes on in the streets, right? Niggas having to retaliate, and you know what I'm saying, can't go to authorities, right? Somebody steal your work or your money, shut down shop, or rip you off. So you got to kill them. And I'm not really in the business of promoting black on black violence. I know it comes with the territory. Just ain't my cup of tea no more. So I don't really like to aggregate it in a lot of stuff that I do. I don't like to listen to it because, like I said, it's not a form of entertainment. It was the theme song, and since I don't do shit, I don't do no dirt, I feel no need to like listen to it. Like I said, if I do listen to it, it's like classic shit, right? And it's always been like within context for me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm listening to some street shit, it's within the context, you know what I'm saying, street survival, not necessarily like listening to it for entertainment, blicking niggas down just because it's a Sunday. I never really liked that part of the game. Even when I sold drugs, I like to steer clear of niggas that was like had a propensity for violence. Not because I'm pussy, because I'm not, but just because, like, I think I stopped selling weed when I was 32. And a friend of mine asked me like, yo, you was getting money, why you stopping, da 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 da. And I told him, I was like, yo, I was at a place like a bar slash pool hall, and some young nigga rolled up on me. I think he was like 30, he was like 22, and he was like, yo, you got that gas? And I had some weed on me, right? So I was like, yo, what you looking for? And my man was like, he wasn't looking for something. Some people had told him that I had that gasolina on me. And I thought it was odd. Like, you ain't trying to shop, but you trying to figure out what the fuck I got. So, yeah, I sold the rest of the weed. And I just got out the game. And a friend of mine asked me, yo, why you get out the game? I said, cuz, man, I didn't want to kill nobody's son. You know what I mean? You sizing me up, trying to see if I'm holding so you could stick me up. Yeah, I didn't want to be that. I've never been that dude. When I sold dope, or sold weed, I never wanted to be, I ain't want to kill nobody. I want to make money. We in this to make money. I'm not in it to showboat. I'm not trying to make a fucking name. I'm not trying to go to prison. I'm just trying to get my coins up and get the fuck on, right? For me, it was always a means to an end, not a lifestyle. So, yeah, that part of my life is, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, it's a dub. Like I said, I'll listen to it if something strikes me, the mood strikes me, but I actually don't go and search for niggas. So, yeah, I probably have to investigate this 38 Spesh nigga. But it looked like he ducking, because like I said, the track is everywhere. It's like Visa. Nigga, you can't, this nigga capping if he say he can't find a track. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. If you think I'm bugging, leave it in the comments. I know it's gonna be a bunch of young niggas talking about, oh gee, you wildin', you don't be listening to street shit no more. Yeah, nigga, that shit, that's entertainment for you, not me. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and it is out.